Hi there! Welcome to Horsin Around, a dumbass cast.
I hate that. You have to start again.
And with me I have... Would you please stop? Just let me see the intro. Alright, with me
The
I
intro
have...
sucks. Let me do the intro.
Fuck off. Drew, god damn it! Oh,
I
you
want
piece
the
of shit.
horse around.
Alright.
Today we have Jonah.
No, that's not true.
Oh, who do we have with us then?
Jonah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
just better.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
Who else?
You wanted to steal the show. Fucking who else is with us?
Dylan.
What?
Nice.
And
And
Nicholas.
I already introduced. Who are you?
I'm Drew.
Oh, okay.
And this is Horsing Around.
Thank you. Thank you for that amazing intro.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So actually, Drew, you just finished up your.
I'm not
summer...
done yet. I still have a week left.
You still? Oh, okay. So you just went for. You're just home for the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh well, how has it been now that you're like wrapping up? I'm imagining there's not much left for you to do. So like.
Huh?
When did you start?
May 28th.
Okay. Yeah, that is fucking. That's when I was supposed to start, and then they were like, "Oh, actually, you need to get your fucking clearance done." So no. And then I started like 2 or 3 weeks later, which is really fun and cool. But you know. So what were you doing at your co-op?
Can't tell you that, buddy.
Oh, okay. Not.
It rhymes with killing brown people.
Wait,
Weird how that
you're
works.
saying it rhymes with. Does that imply that is not what he's doing? Just something that rhymes with that?
Does orange rhyme with orange?
Okay.
You're a fucking fool,
Okay.
Mercadante.
Alright, Chief. Fucking. You know what I mean. Whatever. Did you have fun doing it at least? Whatever the fuck it was?
Yeah, it was good.
Okay. You learned some stuff? I mean, so wait, how. Like, you can't say nothing about your internship. I mean, like, you don't have to say anything, but, like, how are you gonna put that on? I mean, I guess you could say where you worked, but, like...
I worked at Northrop Grumman, and I wrote satellite code.
Okay. Yeah. So, you did that. That's pretty cool.
Are you going back?
No.
Would you go back?
No.
No?
I hated it.
Oof. Wait,
It was
what?
really, like, it was...
Well, how much of it was because you had to use Eclipse?
A pretty decent amount. But I got off that project pretty fast, but, like... I don't know, it's just one of those big companies where people are just fucking stupid.
Oof. Just, like,
Careful, they might hear you.
not tech-savvy? Just not
Half of us
tech-savvy?
are in contracting, etc. We must have the NSA in on here.
Yeah.
No, I only say that because, like, people are just bad at, like, I guess organizing things. Like, just like there's like a lot of minutia about like, hey, like here's what we need to do, and like here's what all of like the programmers on the project think is going on, and then management is like, well, actually, here's what we're going to do instead of what we told you we were going to do 2 weeks ago. We're gonna do something else, and it's just like, no, man, like I'm here for 10 weeks, like,
Yeah.
you could at least make an effort to like stick on something for a little bit. It
Right.
was just unfortunate.
They just kept pulling the rug out from under you.
Yeah.
Got you. Yeah. But, I mean, you got 1 week left, and then you'll be done, right?
Yep.
Done for the summer?
4 days really. I do 980 schedule, so I get every other Friday off.
Right, okay. Yeah.
And so I'm like, I get next Friday off. So
Okay.
I'm done on Thursday.
Yeet. Good shit. Yeah. The fucking... I don't know if I like the scheduling system. I've been doing it just to try it out. But I don't know if it's more of just the stuff I'm working on is so, like, kind of mind-numbing at points that it's just too draining, or if I just don't like the system. But, like, I'm just really tired a lot after
Me
working.
too.
what's the schedule you guys are talking about?
So
you do. Do you want to explain it? Or?
yeah, basically you just do, instead of 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, every week, you have these 2 week like periods that are basically typically supposed to be your like pay period areas, and instead of doing the 8 hour days, you can do 9 hour days, and then basically after 1 week of doing 9 hour days, and then the second week you'll do 4 9 hour days. That totals up to 81 hours. So you're already like over your limit. You can just take the Friday off. Typically, I mean, I don't know if they do the same thing with you, but to compensate that extra hour, you just turn Friday on the first week into an 8 hour day.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's how we do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, you end up doing 80 hours instead of in 10 work days. You do it in 9 work days.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound so terrible. I mean, I find myself working 9 hours some days, just like by accident.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of stick around usually. I don't know. I'm usually probably in the office from like 9:30 to 6:30 maybe, just kind of sitting and like working and stuff.
This GIF doesn't work. Fuck.
What do you?
I wanted to post an image about whatever. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, there's a guy in my office who, and NSA, if you're listening, fire him, please. He comes in at most people come in at like 7:30. They're like 7:45.
Yeah.
And leave at like, I don't know, 5, not 5, sorry, 4, like 4:30 or something.
Yeah.
Pretty nice.
This guy comes in at like never here before like 8:30 and leaves at like 3:30 and like charges 9 hours for that. And it's just like,
Oh.
Is he a co-op?
no, he's a full-time employee.
Is he hourly though?
No.
So then it's not really important at that point.
I mean, like usually, still
you should
get
not,
in like a day of work.
Don't be a degenerate, right?
Right.
So based on our Jira thing, based on our like metrics, his velocity is like 3 or 4.
Wait,
3 or 4.
are you
what?
serious? 3 or 4 points?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
He doesn't do a lot of work, and he's doing his masters at like John Hopkins or something, and like Northrop pays you to do that basically, but like not all the time.
Yeah.
Like, so he's just been doing his like John Hopkins work, like at the office.
That's
Like,
fucking crazy.
all the time. It's just like I don't. Oh.
So he. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of fucked up. I usually like even if I'm like 15 minutes late or whatever for work, I usually try to stay an extra 15 just to make up for that. Like,
Yeah.
what is that dude doing?
I don't know. I've been having trouble lately getting in at like 9. So I've been leaving. I would say usually I work from like 9:30 to like 5 or 5:30 or like 6 or something. But apparently it's okay because I did just like they were just like, hey, do you want to like keep working part time after November? So I guess it can't be that bad.
Yeah.
But it does still feel like I feel a little guilty for like coming in late. So I don't know what the fuck that guy's doing schoolwork.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's about the attitude, right? Like the fact that you feel guilty and then try to make a concerted effort to like, stick around and work the time that you're supposed to. Like they'll notice that more than the occasional like late appearance or whatever.
So it's like, okay, like here's the thing: it's like he's there a lot, but like a couple weeks ago, I got like he's there. I don't think he's missed a day. But then again, like it's not working as much. Like,
yeah.
Anyway, I had a day that like really sucked, and I just like instead of like making food when I got home, I just like stopped by at like the Stop and Shop like like salad bar or something, and like I was eating it, and then I like got to a bit that was like bad, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna be sick tomorrow. Like there's nothing I can do because like that was bad.
Yeah.
And I like I forgot to like call in the next day because I like woke up at like 10 because I've been like up and like vomiting all day or all night, and like I got a bunch of shit for it, and I was just like, what even like dude, I'm sorry that I didn't like email you, manager, but like come on.
They got
My
mad at you
velocity
about
is still
that?
like, yeah. I was
Oh,
like,
man.
this is just dumb.
Yeah. Big yikes.
Like,
Oh,
I'm sure there are places in that company where that wouldn't be the case, but like the people that I got stuck with, were just. Ugh.
It's not a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes.
RSC department in my co-op it's actually pretty small. I think there are 5 full-time SEs, and right now there are 3 SE co-ops. So I don't know. It's pretty lax. We don't have obviously like the kind of flex time that the regular like full times do, but we just kind of have like these core co-op hours, which are only like 9:30 to 4. And it's just like try to be in here because that's when like we work with like engineering and production and like other parts of the company that like will need us, so like you kind of just like have to be in there to like work with them.
Right.
But
That's like pretty normal.
yeah, it's pretty, and that's pretty normal. But like otherwise, you're pretty free to like, you know, stay late, come in early. It doesn't really matter. And honestly, the supervisor for like the main like the project leader, I guess, for the project for our main product, right? That SE, I don't think like 80% of days my guy like does not come in before like 11. I think he just doesn't, and then he like stays till like 7, and then he'll like leave, and then I'll see like test tracks or like code reviews that get like comments at like 8 p.m. or like 9 p.m. like when he's at home, and it's kind of weird, but I mean it works out, I guess.
Yeah, there's a guy at my place who goes. I just found it recently. He basically he does, instead of the 9-hour schedule, he does 10 hours, which means typically you just you work 4 10-hour days each week, so you basically just get every Friday off. But he instead does a full week of 10 hours, and then the next week he only does 3 days of 10 hours. But then the reason he does that is because he goes like he likes to print stuff out to work on it, I guess, with documentation or whatever. I didn't get all the details.
Print stuff out like on paper?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. What does that have to do with the schedule?
Well, because he something to do with the printing system at our facility isn't like super good, so he just goes home to print stuff out and then work on stuff at home. And
What?
So basically, he works himself harder on this schedule just so he could go home and work more on his time off, which just boggled my mind.
Wild. Oh my
It's
God.
just like, I guess if you're liking what you're doing, then go off. But holy cow, that's kind of advanced.
That's too much for me.
Yeah.
If I could work more than 40 hours a week, I absolutely would.
But you'd want to get paid like time and a half after that.
Well, no, honestly, even if I could get just like time, I'd still like work it probably, honestly. Just because like Ohio is boring, and like I'd like making money.
Gotcha.
Having the extra like even like 10 hours a week, that's like, or like an extra 10 on top of the 40, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty good, in my opinion.
Yeah, so I asked if I could work like extra time on a different project, and they were like, interns at no point are supposed to work extra hours. I was like, really sick. Like, I didn't ask like my intern manager, I just asked like my functional manager, which is like sort of like the person right above you. And she's like a total bitch, I'm sorry, but like, she's an ass.
the other co-ops, so we can get overtime. It has to be approved, usually, unless there's something pressing. You're just kind of expected to keep your hours so that you maintain like core hours, and then if for some reason you have to like stay late one day, it's usually okay to like go to the managers like, hey, I'm hitting 40. Is it alright if I just kind of like go, and they'll like usually let you leave unless there's something pressing, and then it's like, okay, well, I have to. It's not fair to keep you here without paying you overtime. So.
Yeah.
And the other co-op, the other two software engineer co-ops, who are like spring summer, and I don't remember if I said this on or off recording. They're the ones who are here spring summer, so they're leaving this week, and they're we like get features that are like, and like we develop like features that we kind of like own them. That's kind of weird to say, but like
the interns own them.
Like the interns, not like in a we own like as like IP, like we're like the maintainers, like the project like leaders,
Yeah.
like we develop this like start to finish kind of thing. We do that for like actual stuff that goes in production. Sometimes like one's working on like a whole ass API for one of our products. So and he's been developing that, and because of that and trying to make sure that those features get pushed and like have things settled about them before the actual people who work on it have to leave, and then someone else has to pick it up with no like idea of what's going on. Yeah, they get approved overtime to like make sure they can finish before they leave. So usually, probably before I'll leave, I'll get some kind of overtime. Also gets hectic around like whenever we have like late releases. Honestly, one of our updates is like a month late at this point, and some of us are like on fire.
Oh boy.
But
cool. What have you been up to, Jonah? How's your internship coming along?
I think it's pretty good. He was like, I don't know. My boss got back from France this last week, and
Just on vacation, or was that like business?
Yeah, he was just on vacation for fun. So then yesterday, he pulled me aside and was like, "Hey, it's been about like 2 months, like yada yada, checking in." And he was pretty pretty
satisfied with how you're making along.
Yeah, he said some really nice things actually.
Nice. That's always good. Good to hear. Yeah.
I was
sorry, what were you saying?
I was very happy to hear like after me and the other two cops were just like talking, and they were talking about like what they had asked like the SEs who had like interviewed them and like that stuff, like the career fair and things, and about like their choices and how they got picked, and they were kind of like wondering who got picked first because they were both at the same time,
right?
And they were talking about that, and I was happy to hear that I was apparently like their best choice for this career fair. So I was happy to hear that one.
Yo, that's fucking dope, dude. Very nice.
Oh, that was fun to hear.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, I still am internally quaking in my boots when the entire like the actual like entire like business project manager is over with people from production and people from like engineering just staring holes into this project I'm working on and trying to make sure. And I'm like, oh my god, please.
Better be
anxiety.
Just making sure you're breathing properly. All right, you better not fuck up.
It's really stressful sometimes, and it usually goes fine, but it's like sometimes you're like, why do I have so much like responsibility like over this project? Like, why am I? Who let me do this? I'm a baby.
Who did this?
I am a little baby. I'm shitting my pants in front of you, please.
Who allowed this to happen? Who is in charge here? Because it is certainly not me. Yeah, I don't know. I've been chugging along with this Fortran conversion. It's still a time.
You're still doing that? Oh my god.
I mean, that's my whole project. That's my project for the summer, and I'm not gonna finish it before I leave.
That's fucking awful, Nick.
That's
sad.
What
are you converting to? Like Fortran to C++ or something?
Yeah, C++.
Yeah.
And like I don't know. It's something. I would definitely say I've learned some bit about it, but it's like nobody nobody else on the team, like for obvious reasons, nobody wants to touch it. So I don't know. Maybe I should just be asking for more help because like the few times I have had questions, the other two like full-time coder that they had in the group have been able to help me out. But I've been able, like, there hasn't been anything so bad that I haven't been able to, like, figure it out myself. So, I don't know. And there's just, like, the biggest thing is that the guy, I think I might have said this already, but the guy who worked there, who made this thing originally, he retired, and he doesn't, and with that retirement, he, like, the clearance was revoked, so nobody can call him and ask him questions about the project anymore. So he left some documentation behind, but outside of that, it's pretty much just like fucking figure it out yourself and hope for the best.
Sucks. It's like,
but yeah, I don't know.
it's like every like, it's similar to that on my team. Like my team is like a lot of at Northrop, there's like this like pathways program. So like when you graduate college and you're like hired as like a full-time employee, like you go and do like rotations, like 1-year rotations.
Yeah.
In like different sort of positions. So like there's nobody who's ever going to be on this project for more than a year because it sucks so bad. Because
Jesus.
Because the management is just awful. Because they're like, hey, here's what we're gonna do next, and then they're like, here's what we're gonna do next, and it's like a completely different thing. It just sucks.
Jesus. Yeah, that does sound like a big ass. But
So I don't know how exactly this works. Maybe I don't know if it's like this or whatever, but apparently the test engineer co-ops, they usually. So my company usually grabs software engineers from RIT and test engineers from Akron, like a school in Ohio.
okay.
So, and I learned that apparently they usually grab like biomedical engineers, and apparently it's very common if you're a test engineer and doing those co-ops that you'll stay at the company for like multiple co-ops. Like,
So you keep
and
coming
that.
back.
Yeah,
Are you gonna go back to Ohio?
Oh, I don't have to, and God, I won't. Not necessarily because I don't like the company. The company's actually, honestly, like, there's a lot I like about the company. There's a lot that's kind of weird, and maybe there's a lot that's kind of odd about the company to me. But as a whole, like, I don't have any problems with the company. I do have small problems with like that happened like during like hiring and stuff. Like they didn't offer me like any relocation or like any housing help really,
which is bad.
Which is big, and like the cost of living here is like not that high, which is good. But I definitely would like to make more money than I am right now, which is like the same for me. It's just flat for the co-ops. Like they like don't budge on that. So me and my other co-ops who are like 3rd and 4th years, probably with definitely more like school experience, we all get paid the same.
Yeah.
But yeah, the test engineering co-ops, like they do rotations, and the one who's there right now, this is like his 3rd or 4th rotation. So he like he's been around for years now, which is kind of weird to me. And it's like, wow, I would hate to have to like be locked into like
a multi-year deal, basically.
Yeah.
You get paid, but at what cost, you know?
Yeah.
It'd be a pretty big yikes.
Yeah, it's no dig at my company, but I'm not coming back. And ideally, I'm never coming back. Well, ideally, I'm not spending any extended period of time in Ohio, and at least probably.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, how's that location as far as like things to do?
So I'm actually like 15-ish minutes away from like central, like downtown Cleveland, which can be like really cool. Can be just like kind of lame. There's this one part of Cleveland that I remember going into like I'd like gone to like a farmer's market, like an open air market, which was like a cool time. I go there a lot. And I'm very happy to be close to it, but I was like, I want some pho. I want some goddamn pho. And I'm hungry. So I just punch in a location that looks decent on Google Maps, and I go, and I'm in what looks like a pretty like decent like office. Like it's got Cleveland isn't like a huge city, but this was this one kind of part of Cleveland where like tall buildings seem kind of like offices and like kind of has a skyline TM. It's somewhat near like the baseball stadium and like I don't know. I could have been in like some kind of like less popular part of Queens, honestly, or Brooklyn potentially. I wouldn't it felt like more of a real city than like pretty much anywhere else I'd been. But I remember parking parking on the street, getting out of my car, and seeing like maybe 3 total other people in this like this huge like city block. Like it felt like a real city block, but there's just no one around. It's like a ghost town.
It's like New York City, but completely empty.
And it's like, what the hell is going on? And I went back to work and I asked the test engineer to go up and we'd been around for a while, and I was like, why was it so like empty here? I'm like, it was like a Saturday, it was at 5 p.m. Like, shouldn't people? And he was like, nobody knows.
What do you mean nobody knows?
It's like, what do you mean?
That sounds
like,
incredibly ominous.
It's just there are people. That's it. It's like nobody knows. It was like they just all like, just nobody actually like lives and hangs out in the city except for maybe at night for like the bars, and everyone just like works there and then leaves, which is like kind of sad.
Yeah,
but there are like decent events too. Like last night, I didn't go last night. I went last month, but there's like a monthly like Asian night market, which was actually like cool. And there's a decently sized like Asia town like in Cleveland.
Yeah.
If I had to come back to Ohio, I'd try to go to Columbus though, because I went down and it's much more of a real boy city.
Yeah, I have the same sentiment with here in Aberdeen. Like, this place, I think, pretty much only exists at this point because of the military installation, and every weekend it just, like, the base becomes a ghost town, but also the surrounding area, like, immediately surrounding area, there's one main road that has, like, a 24/7 Walmart, which is where I just go and get my food and shit, and then there's, like, a bunch of, like, fast food places and like a diner, and then I think like their local school system is also like really close to that road, but that seems to be pretty much it. Like there is just nothing going on in this place, and I really don't ever want to come back here. Like I don't know, like the people I work with, some of them have families, and I guess that can be all right, I guess, but like if you have a family, then it's a pretty chill place to be. But you have to just drive a good amount to get to anywhere interesting. And so it's a no for me, Chief, I guess is the long and short of it.
Did you and Colin do DC today, or is that tomorrow?
No, that's tomorrow. We're going tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. And I am excited. It's been I've gone to the Spy Museum before, and it was pretty cool. So I'm hoping maybe we'll have some new stuff in there, or I'll just rediscover some old stuff. I'm looking forward to it. And then I've never been to the Smithsonian Zoo. I've been to the Air and Space Museum more times than I can count, because that's like a really cool place. But never been to the zoo. Yeah, it's just I didn't even know that they had one. Like that was just news to me when I saw it pop up. And so that'll be a good time. And then also there's Texas Day Brazil, which I have no idea how that's gonna go. But
I mean, is it just you and Colin going to Texas Day Brazil?
Him and there's a friend of his from RIT that he's also bringing along, who I don't know the name of, but yeah, it'll be 3 of us. And he's also got some kind of coupon deal, so it'll be cheaper TM. Which is
does he still have the leftover like things from when we got the black card earlier this year?
I guess so. Yeah, I'd assume so. But that's the reason that we're going on Monday, or Sunday because those things don't apply on Fridays and Saturdays because I'm assuming that's just peak business hours for them.
Yeah.
But it's whatever. It's still gonna be a fun day. I just gotta make sure I'm back here before it's too late. Cause I need to bed down by 10 p.m. so I can wake up by 5:45 and then be out the door by fucking 6:45 or whatever so I can get to work.
Yo, wait, how far is your commute?
Oh, not far at all. It's 5 minutes, which is why I'm sometimes able to squeak it and be up by 6 and still get there on time. But what was I gonna say? I don't know. I need 7.5 hours of sleep, and so if I go to bed at 10, that gets me up at 5:30, or if I get to bed at 10:30, that gets me awake at 6.
Drew, not enough people sleep like you.
What does that mean?
Like Drew.
Oh.
I sleep far too long.
I do that on weekends, but
has that just been something just tied to your work, or was that
Dude,
a problem?
I don't know. I think it's just a brain issue. I think I just have a brain issue.
Do you have a vitamin deficiency?
Dude, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not getting enough nutrients in, that could just make you super tired all the time.
When do you go to bed?
I don't know. I go to bed usually at 10:30.
But then you just don't wake up until 12 the next day.
Yeah, but it's a work day. I'll be up. But
right. But you'll just be super tired.
I have to be very careful about how I sleep during the work week, and I have to I don't know what it is. If I go to bed too late, I'm always I'm gonna be 15. I try to get there at 9, but because core hours are 9:30 to 4.
Right.
But if I go to sleep after a certain point, I'm definitely doing 9:30, and I'm I wish I came in earlier.
Yeah.
But also I will occasionally just be exhausted after work for no reason, and it'll be 8 o'clock, and I'll pass out, and I'll sleep till 2 in the morning only, and it's well, if I can't go back to sleep, I have to now start my day at 2 in the morning.
Oh no.
Hold
Big shitty.
Wait.
And then
I don't want to interrupt, but I'm on my laptop, and I have this thing where I have to reload my i3 config every once in a while, and it just said that my monitor got disconnected. But I'm using it.
Is that a monitor message, or is that a message from your processor or whatever?
Did Xorg do a fucky wucky?
It says that it's connected.
Well, computers aren't fucking real, dude.
Yeah, never even seen a computer in real life. Don't believe
This
it.
feels like the most depressing
This does seem I was gonna say
we've had.
This seems
This
like
is
a very
the most
somber.
Oh yeah, we work sucks.
jobs.
Okay.
Kind of okay.
Have any of y'all seen any fucking live shows recently?
Live show?
Like a
concert.
Concert, yeah.
Last concert I saw was okay. So I actually had the chance to see Twerp and the Proto Men.
Dude, okay.
yeah,
okay, I'm about
I
to get into
didn't.
that.
I was I'm tired, and I didn't go because I'd already
Okay.
went to see Twerp a couple years ago.
Okay, you're about to fucking hate me, all right? So I went to see fucking Twerp and Proto Men, all right? TWRP.
Yeah.
Proto Men put on a pretty good show, okay? Big
Yeah.
fan for many years.
Sure.
I had listened to a few TWRP songs beforehand. I'd never heard of them before this concert, okay?
Sure.
I was a little shaky, all right? I'm not a big fan. They
Sure.
were fucking ass, okay?
Oh really?
They were just so bad, and
Really? Oh
the
man.
vocal effects are just so aggressively unpleasant.
I haven't. listened
I
to
left.
the
We left.
album.
Okay, we fucking
That's
left.
wild. Damn.
We
Colin
were
was
in
looking forward
shitty
to that
downtown
show.
Baltimore, when there was nothing going on
Wait,
except for homeless people.
Did you go with Colin?
Yeah.
Oh God, so he hated it too? Because he was really.
No, he was into it. He was digging it.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, the reason guy sucks.
So-
I took Caitlin, and we went with Colin.
Yeah.
And after the first song, Caitlin was like, "Hey, can we like step out of the crowd because we were pretty close to the front of that. It was cool."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "All right." And after like a few more minutes, she's like, "Hey, can we leave?" And I'm like, "Well, you know, give it a little bit of time, okay?" And then we fucking left, and it was better being harassed and like begged for money to watch that shit.
That's
alright.
honestly like that's not like I'm not okay. So that's not the most surprising thing in the world. When I went to see Twerp, it wasn't because I was a Twerp fan or I was like huge or like really wanted to see them for whatever reason. It was because they were what we had gone to see. It was actually me and Colin and a couple other friends from high school.
Yeah.
We were at MagFest and we were watching. We weren't watching just for Twerp. It was the Ninja Sex Party concert,
Right. Yeah, because they're.
which was like.
Yeah.
It was
my
there.
AirPod batteries died.
Oh my.
Oof. But yeah, it was Ninja Sex Party, which is like its own kind of experience. We were very much we knew what we were getting into as a shit post. And Twerp was performing with them, and they were it was like a fun performance. They had like one specific collab song, but then they were just like being like they were just like playing alongside them, which was like very fun.
Yeah.
But their stuff wasn't like really what brought me like why I really liked the concert.
Okay, well, it's why I left the concert.
That's really funny. I think that's great.
That's pretty fucking hard.
I just don't know why they would do that. Like,
because
the
that's their
weird,
whole.
like-
They do vocal synths. That's their thing.
okay, but it just sounds bad.
I mean,
Yeah, like the
agree to
vocoder is
disagree,
like
but go off.
obviously like okay, yeah, you got your Nicholas. I've got a boner. I've got a 90.
I
foot
have a
boner
Daft
constantly for
Daft Punk boner. This is true. This is
And
no.
yes,
Okay.
they Daft Punk. Yeah, they have they bring out the vocoder sometimes, but like they're not like Daft Punk isn't like gross with the vocoder.
No, I don't.
like-
No, yeah, I'm not. I don't mean. Sorry, I don't mean to compare Daft Punk to TW. They're on very different levels. I just think, yeah. Along with that, I am like accustomed to enjoying vocoder like voices and synth stuff. Like,
Sure, but at a
it
certain point,
sounded-
like
Okay, it sounded like fucking Laurie Anderson if she had like a teenage kid,
I don't know who that
and her
is.
teenage kid smelled bad.
Oh my god.
I want to know how. I really want to know how somebody sounds like they smell bad.
I really want to know what Colin thought of this concert as well. Now, though,
Colin
because-
loved it. Colin,
Did he stick around after you like guys left?
I mean,
Or did he
we
come
waited
with
for
you,
him
or-
because we were pulling an Uber back,
Okay.
and people were digging it. People were really into it, and I was baffled because it was so aggressively unpleasant.
I think it's just
man.
different strokes for different folks, dude. Like, I think that there's just that sound appeals, and I think specifically,
What's your stroke, Marky?
It's I mean TWRP.
He's a 7
No.
on a good day.
But like it's specifically like a sound of you know.
Torture?
No, like cyberpunk. Like
I'm
Like,
gonna stop you right there, Chief.
Why-
Pick a
why
different
you
word.
stop me
Pick
right
a different word before I get mad.
no, because that's what it is.
No,
Like,
it's not.
all right. Then
No,
what
it's
is
not. It's just like 8-bit kind of chiptune inspired music.
it? Right, but it's like
That's not what cyberpunk is.
No, but it's
This
like
is
a-
a
it's
nitpick,
like
but
a-
I'm gonna get mad.
no, it's like fucking maybe synthwave.
Hold on, I just wanna get something in the air real quick because I just want to refresh myself. Murky, are you big into electro swing?
I think it sounds pretty good. Yeah.
All right,
Just
let's just
explode.
I don't know why this so many
no.
people.
I
dig on it.
wasn't sure. I just want to ask.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it sounds pretty good. I like swing music. I like electro. I think them going together seems like a pretty smart idea, and it sounds good when it's done most of the time.
Are you a big fan of Cuphead, Marky?
I like the music from Cuphead. I haven't played the game, but what I've heard, it sounds pretty good.
Fucking
In my
poser.
opinion. Why am I a poser for liking a good game?
So
How do you know it's a good game? You haven't played it.
Okay, I meant like I like the music. Like
Exposed.
I literally just said I
Fake-
haven't played it.
Nicholas Mercadante is a fake gamer girl, confirmed.
Yeah, sorry. Also, my bathwater doesn't have my fecal matter in it. Sorry, my bad.
Are you serious? I want to
But your
refund
toothbrush,
right now.
your toothbrush does, Marky.
How do you know that?
It says monitor EDP1. Not what the fuck.
Yeah.
My monitor still doesn't work.
The
Bruh.
last concert I saw, usually like I haven't done it in a bit, but usually like on weekends there's this one bar I'll go to. It's called Happy Dog, which is known for one having a very eccentric like hot dog like topping menu.
Okay.
Like you can get like the pimento cream cheese plus like Fruit Loop dog, etc.
Fruit Loop dog? What is
I'll
that?
like and like maybe SpaghettiOs if you want. Like it's
what the fuck?
it's actually they have really good hot dogs. It was like I love going there.
Does that taste good?
I haven't gotten a SpaghettiO Fruit Loop dog, but I mean you put enough circles on something, it starts to get fun at least, right?
I don't know about that one, Chief, but go off.
Regardless, and they'll have live music like every Friday. Usually like bands local to Cleveland, and there's like a kind of decent scene. Like it's pretty varied. So sometimes I'll go in and I'll hear some like indie shit that I'm like into. Sometimes it's just like some kind of post-punk kind of stuff, which is like cool. I don't know, but like I'll usually like do that. But the last like actual kind of concert I went to was when I drove down to Columbus, and me and Caitlin saw we saw Coin, Fits in the Tantrums, and Young the Giant, which was a great concert.
What kind of music do they do?
It's like it's kind of like pop rock, indie pop. I mean, like fun, absolutely like fun to listen to. I guess Fits is like indie pop.
Fits is pop. I like Fits and Tantrums.
Fits and Tantrums is good. Coin is also kind of like indie pop rock. They're like just really funny. They were kind of like Chads on stage, which was interesting. But and then Young the Giant is like they're like indie rock, kind of indie pop, like very. Young the Giant is pretty popular. You've probably heard a couple songs by them.
Okay.
But that was fun. That was in Columbus. Doors were like 5:30. They didn't start till like 7, and it was an outdoor venue, and it was like 90 degrees and sunny out.
Hoo boy.
Which was fucking intense. But that was a really fun concert. Caitlin, for that concert, was really. I was like, Caitlin, just to let you know, I'm a serial like crack in the crowd, like move upper kind of person.
Okay,
like
I'll say
like,
crack addict, but
yeah, I'm a serial crack addict.
Just a warning.
If you see me, if I disappear suddenly, I'm in the women's bathroom with a pipe. Don't worry about it.
Why are you going
Why
into
the women's
bathroom to smoke crack?
Because they're only stalls in the women's bathroom. Anyways.
That sounds like something only a crack addict would specify and know about.
This is like that time one of my friends from like home like did like the Family Guy like or whatever like Sprite, why are we the black people drink? And I was like, Bryce, did you ever know anyone who ever drank lean ever? And he was like, I guess you're right. But regardless, I was like, when there's like a concert and like it's standing like blob standing room, right?
Yeah.
I'm very much like, spot opens up, let me just swoosh right in. Like,
yeah, totally.
And I was like, and I said that to Caitlin, and she was way more aggressive than I was at finding like spots in the crowd to like jump in. I was like, okay. I got showed up. I swear to God, she like I couldn't tell if she was doing it on purpose, but I swear she was like photobombing, like trying. I couldn't tell if she was trying to or not. She was like photobombing people left and right, which I thought was really funny. So she just did not care what people were doing around her. She just walked right through.
It's fucking baller.
And somehow by the time Young Giant was the last one on stage, by the time they came out, we were like third from the front, which was fucking
Nice.
ridiculous. It was a great show.
Good shit.
Huge venue. Like there was like middle standing room, and then all around it was like a grassy hill, a grassy knoll.
As it were, yes.
Okay, idiot.
And people were just like laying out on towels and shit. It was a pretty cool venue, and it was only like a $30 concert.
That's a
For
pretty
40,
good deal.
40, 50 after like Ticketmaster because
Yeah,
of
but
Ticketmaster.
yeah.
But that was
Got
good.
you. Yeah, I guess the last concert I went to live was the Polyphia show that was in Rochester.
Oh, that would have been fun.
It was good. It was weird because it was a 16 and up show, but it was at a bar. So there was like you could get alcohol if you wanted, but it was just a bunch of like there were a lot of kids who definitely were not of age that were just chilling there. And like but the show was good. Like it was really fun to listen to. The crowd was kind of I don't know. It seems because I always say this because like when Polyphia actually came on, they were like the final act, the main act. They kept trying to like rile up the crowd and like it would just come and go in waves. But I think at that point, a lot of people were just starting to lose their energy. Like they were just starting to get tired. But the music was good, and also like the people who came up before them. I know one of them was I the Mighty because I got one of their T-shirts. I don't remember the name of the other one, but they were both really good, like starter things. And I knew all of them. Like I recognized I the Mighty's name when I saw the ticket, and then the other band. I did not recognize their name, but then after the show, I went to look them up, and then I realized that I had like a few of them their songs in my library already. So I had listened to them before, I just didn't remember their name, but they were really good too. And then obviously, Polyphia was a blast. Listen to them fucking do that djent math rock shit on their guitars live. It was just a really cool experience. It amazes me that they're like, I don't know if that kid is actually as young as they like make him out to be, but like their guitarist or bassist, whoever, is like a fucking child. But he does really good guitar.
And he's the best Smash player in Japan.
Yeah, he is. It's fucking what was that? Zachary?
Zachary. Yeah.
That'd be an interesting combo of talents.
Out of curiosity, Jonah, do you know? You ever listen to US Girls? I don't know if
That doesn't ring a bell.
Okay, just out of curiosity. Never mind.
Why do you ask?
Another concert I saw, which was much more interesting because like, even like she's not like a huge name act. Like she's like not unknown, but she's not a huge name act, and played at this like very small like bar venue like in Cleveland that I just kind of like went to, and there were some like awesome openers for just local musicians that I had like never heard of, and that's honestly a great like part about like going to like local bar or like wherever's playing music around me is that there's actually like a decent amount of musical talent just that I've never like heard that's very local to the area. There's also a decent amount of like kind of just trash that I don't care about, but it's all like it's a fun time.
That's cool.
Also, the US Girl show was kind of crazy, and by the end of it, she was off the stage and on her hands and knees in the crowd.
What?
And kind of stole somebody's phone.
What?
It was an intense show, and then like she just like left, and then the band the band was like playing, and then they just started leaving like one by one, like while they were playing. It was a fucking great show. And they were all gone, and the concert was just like over. And then like I was sticking around because I was debating buying like a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Because I really like US Girls.
Yep.
And I noticed just like kind of casually that she just like had come back like to the bar, and she was just singing that, and she wasn't like mobbed by anyone. She wasn't like really talking. She was just talking to like this one like kind of older dude who had actually been like kind of standing in front of me that I thought was being kind of like weird, but like. I don't know. She was just kind of like talking to him. He was, or like more like he was talking to her.
Yeah.
And I managed to go over and actually like, talk to her, which was like pretty cool.
Yeah, that's fucking sick.
She signed my T-shirt, so I was very happy about that.
Nice.
Yeah. She signed it like a gym shirt, like she just like wrote her name like on like the back collar, like it was her shirt, which I thought was also really good.
Nice. Yeah. I don't know. Oh, actually, that reminds me. There was one of the topics I wrote down. Speaking of like live shows, is there anything like what is a live show or performance or something, some kind of experience that you would pay like a ridiculous amount of money to go see?
I've done it already with Kanye.
Oh boy.
Where'd you see Kanye? Where'd you see
Madison
Kanye?
Square.
Oh my god.
It was
When?
Life
Was
of
it
Pablo. Yeah,
right?
dog. It was
Oh,
wild.
Dude, you went to the
dude.
Madison
It's
Cube
really
Garden?
The what?
The Madison Cube Garden?
The Madison Tesseract Garden?
Oh my god, shut up.
I think it's a dodecahedron at this point.
Dude, Futurama. Such a good show.
Yeah, I've heard.
What would I spend? What do you constitute as like a ridiculous amount of money?
Actually, probably over like $400, I would say.
$400. Over
That's
$400.
nothing. That's chump change.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, $400. That's like one whole like.
It's a festival.
That's like a whole That's like a whole weekend fest. Like I'd do that probably if I just had the income. Like if I had like. If I was like working like, a full-time job, or even if I had like just like
what
I was on like another long co-op, I'd probably do a weekend.
Well, then rather than classifying it by a specific value, just whatever you think you would pay. Like,
or what's one that you would pay any amount for?
Yeah, exactly.
Any amount for it? Oh
Yeah.
Jesus! I mean, like it's kind of open-ended, but
Right. I don't know. For me, like, you know, going back to what we were mentioning earlier, like if Daft Punk ever toured again, I've said it before, I would probably suck dick for a ticket to that if they sold out immediately. Like oh god.
I would go see a live. I would go see a live 2020. I would probably go see a live 2020.
I would just about do anything to see that live. Like, holy fuck. That is my dream.
Alright, Nicholas.
Bruh.
Get on your knees, buddy.
Bruh, look.
Have I got a deal for you?
Since you got some download info on a new concert tour coming out?
It rips off my human flesh mask to reveal I'm actually Thomas Bangalter.
Oh my god.
That's me.
I would lose my fucking mind. Yeah, no, I don't know. They, like, all I know is that their tours were allegedly, like, the stuff of legends, or when they did a live 2007, that shit was, like, one of the best live performance things of all time with their setup. So, like, if they ever do something like that again, I can't miss it. Like, that'd be the opportunity of a lifetime. I don't know.
Part of me kind of regrets not seeing Brockhampton when I got the chance.
They're so good.
So, like, I kind of regret it because, well, I only kind of regret it because, one, I didn't have, like, a huge amount of money at the time, and it was, like, this was when they were at Boston Calling, which meant this was right before they officially announced that Amir was gone, and Amir wasn't playing, and they were on stage in t-shirts and crying on stage and awkwardly silent, and yes, my friends were there. I went to Boston with them because I went up and there was another, like, person in that, like, friend group who, like, wasn't going to the concert, was going there. I was like, okay, I can, like, hang out in Boston. Like, that's something I can. But, yeah, and the other three friends went to see the Brockhampton, and that was a big sad experience.
I saw them this summer at Govball, and they were really good.
Good shit. How about you, Drew? What would you pay any amount to do or see?
I don't like
He doesn't
go
care.
to concerts.
He listens to the sounds of nature instead.
I mean, that's pretty beautiful.
Dude, I'd go to, like, does it have to be like a current band?
No.
Okay, so if it existed, I would go to, like, an ELO concert, like when they were not super fucking old and gross. And, like, listen to them play, like, those three, you know, it's funny that you say that, Jonah, because, God, have you ever listened to, the ELO album, that's Out of the Blue?
No, I actually haven't listened to them too much.
Dude, I would suck penis to listen and play like the combo triple quadruple song, which is Stand in the Rain, then Big Wheels, then Summer Lightning, and then, you know, it finishes with Mr. Blue Sky, and like that'd be very, very nice.
I'd actually probably I'd suck some. I'd probably suck some ween to go see.
But doesn't
A$AP
have to
Rock
be the
Live
thing.
if
I
we-
was just saying.
That would also
we
be
might have
good.
to take a
A$AP
flight
Rock
to
would
Sweden
be-
for that one.
Dude, I'd.
No, not A$AP Rocky. A$AP Rock.
Yeah.
Oh. Why?
What's the difference? Are they?
They're different people.
Oh,
They're
okay.
different people.
A$AP Rock is the white one.
Wait, which one of them is A$AP Rocky?
A$AP Rocky is in A$AP Rocky got an extended prison sentence due to Donald J. Trump.
What is
For
that?
A$AP
For A$AP Rock,
Rocky.
think like A$AP's Fables.
Yeah, AESOP Rock.
Okay,
Yeah.
It's like
why? Sorry,
Okay, just-
I don't
he
wanna-
did-
I don't want to.
He did None Shall Pass and like Coffee too, right? Yeah.
I like that song Pigs. That's
Pigs
the
is
one
good.
I know.
Like, what type of music is it?
He's a hip hop
Rap.
artist.
Oh,
He's
He's
a
hip-hop.
he's a fucking. He's an extremely talented He has his style of hip hop is like it's A$AP Rock. It's not like he doesn't like issue like a very specific like kind of genre. He's just A$AP Rock. He does these crazy lyrical like pieces that sound sometimes like you're hearing Tolkien rap,
okay.
and also this really interesting mix of kind of like old school production with like newer, especially on like his like latest album I think was in 2014,
Yeah.
which was good. I enjoyed it, and it like kind of mixes some of like the elements of like some older like hip hop sound with newer kind of production, especially like with his use of synths.
Okay,
I really like him. I think he's super talented.
cool. To diverge from that, can I ask why the fuck A$AP Rocky is stuck in Sweden? What did he do?
Fight.
He got in like a fight.
Got into
I
a
think.
fight.
And so they just threw him in jail and then dumped
Well-
him.
Yeah, because it
Got
was
him.
like aggravated assault.
Yeah,
Right,
it was
yeah,
like
but
a crime, as it were.
Well, yeah, no, but then Donald Trump got involved because Kanye called him or
'Cause
something.
Kim
Yes.
tweeted at him, and then he talked to Kanye or something.
Holy fuck! Why? What?
Yeah.
What is the current year? What is this? What the fuck is going on?
I don't know, but apparently Juice WRLD was on Hot Wings 2 days ago, and I just found that out.
Who?
Juice WRLD.
Who's that?
I still see your shadows in my room.
I don't.
Haven't
How
you?
are you
Have you
allowed
not?
Sad
Are
rap
you-
music.
What?
You don't
It's-
know Juice WRLD?
No.
It's fucking sad rap.
Oh wait. Well, I
But-
should know that
Here,
because
hold on, let me
I
just-
listen.
let me
It's
just
not
play
like
it.
not like
Let me
it's
play
not
it.
it's not like Joji. It's like
Oh okay.
Angsty.
you have to have heard this song. This is like at this point a meme song.
Maybe. I mean, it definitely sounds like something I'd listen to. Oh. Okay, that does
That
sound
one.
familiar.
This song, yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
The
that does
fucking
sound.
Juice WRLD. I can't believe because I remember like hearing him about when like a couple of his like when he like started dropping singles because like my friends I don't know how my friends like heard him but he showed me them and I was like it was like our in joke because like who is this shitty like sad rapper and then like fast forward a couple months later it's like why is everybody talking about fucking Juice WRLD?
Well,
Not my jam.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I don't know. I guess I just started listening to Joji, and then that led me down a dark rabbit hole. That got me into a bunch of other sad rap.
I don't-
shit.
What is like 88 Rising? It's like you got Joji, you've got fucking is Rich Brian still like I don't know what's like up with 88 Rising right now.
I don't either. I
Music's
don't.
gay and you're gay.
Oh yeah. All right.
It's just you heard it here first,
You're-
folks.
Yeah, you have. If you listen to music, which you just had to because you were just listening a few seconds ago, you have a big gay now. You're all gay. Sorry. It's terminal.
That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Fuck.
He just killed everybody listening to this podcast. So. Well, it has been an hour. I guess that was kind of a slow start, but
Fuck,
like.
did I just get AIDS?
Yeah, dude. You've got
Shit.
big AIDS now. I'm sorry.
Shit.
But, you know, still had a good time. Glad y'all can join us. And we'll see you around, I guess.
Shut up, Gaylord.
Shut Oh my
Eat,
god.
I dot.
Goodbye.